How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, House Hedge Gaming, and you might notice a bit of a different layout today. Usually, I'm back there in front of the pop figures and all, or sorry to be back there in front of pop figures. Not a usual thing. I just got started back a couple weeks ago, but I decided to do something different because I'm going to be talking about wrestling today, and I'm actually talking about WrestleMania 41, the two-night event from Las Vegas, Nevada, April 19th and 20th. And I figured I got 14 plus matches to go over. I had better sit down and have the computer right here with the whole match lineup waiting for me to go. And it looks like it's going to be a tremendous card this year. And I can't wait to see what they do to top what happened last year at WrestleMania 40. So let's get into the matches, give you my predictions of what's going to happen during those matches, and see what I think is going to be going down at the grandest stage of them all. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now, give you a heads up, I'm going to be looking between the camera, and the computer. The camera to computer because I'm going to be referencing the matches coming up. They have it broken down finally by the days, so I can actually go through and see what they have in store for each night. So let's get started. So we have on Saturday night, April 19th, match one, and I do believe this will be the opener. Gunther will be defending against Jey Uso for the world title. As much as I have enjoyed Gunther's reign for the most part, the build-up between him and Jey has been a little bit lackluster, except for the past few weeks after Jimmy got destroyed by Gunther and Jey was helpless to do anything about it. At WrestleMania, it is going to be a fight. And I think that's what I'm going to be saying about a lot of these matches because it's going to be a lot of personal feuds and animosity that'll finally be culminating at the event. But Jey Uso, he needs to do something to make up for the lackluster match that he had with his brother Jimmy last year at WrestleMania. I think he's going to be able to do it. It'll basically be like an E Honda versus Chun Li match, all the super kicks against all the chops. And it is going to be a magnificent thing to see. But I do believe to kick off WrestleMania 41, you're going to see Jey Uso dethrone Gunther, and everybody is just going to be yeeting for like numerous times. They said that the whole thing is going to be a 9 hour show. I think the first 45 minutes of it is going to be nothing but eating, with 60 some thousand people in Las Vegas just going crazy because of Jey Uso's win. So I believe at WrestleMania 41, the opening match for night one, you're going to see Jey Uso dethrone Gunther and become the new world champion. Next up, it has not been officially announced as of my time of recording, which is on the 12th of April, just to give you full disclosure, even though you're seeing this on Tuesday. But the War Raiders should be defending their tag team titles against the New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The New Day turning heel has been full of ups and downs. They had a tremendous high when they turned on Big E, and then they went down. But now they're starting to do stuff with War Raiders, and now they're getting into the title picture, and they obliterated the War Raiders after the match that they recently had on Raw, and now we get to see them hopefully go into night one of WrestleMania in a tag title match. And hopefully there'll be some sort of stipulation. You're going to be having Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. They had a stipulation to add to their match. I could see this being a Texas Tornado Rules tag, just something where no DQ and you are able to just go out there and do what you need to do. And there's going to be some sort of chicanery where in the end, I do believe that New Day will be your new tag team champions for Raw. War Raiders love the tag team. I loved them when they were War Machine. One of their last matches on the independent circuit, they had Jim Cornette, which I know he's a polarizing figure, but for me, he's always been one of those great managers to ever step at ringside and in the ring. And he managed War Machine in one of their last matches. And then when War Machine came over to WWE, they turned into the War Raiders, and they just have been destroying people ever since, except for the Viking experience, Viking Raiders era. It's okay. We try to forget that. But War Raiders, New Day are going to put on a great tag match. But in the end, I see New Day as new champs. But the question will be, will Big E be there to see it? Next up, in a grudge match, Naomi against Jade Cargill. Jade's going to destroy Naomi. I hate to say it. Naomi has done tremendous work ever since it was revealed that she attacked Jade late last year. But I think Cargill just got her number, and they are just going to beat the crap out of each other. Jade left one heck of a knot on Naomi's head, and I think it's going to be one of many that'll be left by the time it's all said and done. This match will be physical. It will probably be quick, but I can see Jade Cargill getting the final win, getting one on Naomi, and then Jade Cargill will go 2-0 at WrestleMania, and who knows, she might be the female version of The Undertaker. But then again, we may already have that, and I'll get into that a little bit later on. But for this grudge match, Jade Cargill is definitely going to be taking the win. Next up, LA Knight will be defending the United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. Sorry, Knight, you're not winning this one, my friend. It's Jacob Fatu's time. He has been on such a tear, and he has been a shining light in the Bloodline storyline ever since Solo Sikoa broke off, started his new Bloodline. And when you have Jacob Fatu there, you got to do something with him. He is such a tremendous talent, and to have him against LA Knight at WrestleMania 41 is going to be a great opportunity for him to showcase what he can do and just be as brutal as he can be. And LA Knight, even though he's had 2 U.S. title reigns, this one's not going to last too much longer, because at WrestleMania 41, the Samoan Werewolf will be crowned the new U.S. champion. Next up, Rey Mysterio, the luchador legend, will be going against another luchador legend in El Grande Mexicano, which, for those of you who don't know, it may or may not be Chad Gable under a mask. It's still under investigation. So this match came about because El Grande Americano recently debuted on Raw a few short weeks ago, been attacking the LWO, and recently Americano teamed with American Made to get the win over LWO. Rey Mysterio has had enough, and he wants to take care of the business on the grandest stage of them all, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Or at least he hopes so. Now, I can see this go one of two ways. I can see Rey Mysterio winning, and he continues to be the luchador legend that he is. Or I could see El Grande Americano getting the W, making his grand debut at WrestleMania, but then Rey Mysterio somehow, some way, getting the mask off of him, and it'll be revealed who this mysterious masked man's identity is. But only time will tell. But if I'm going to go lean one towards the other, I think the win, unfortunately for Rey, is going to be going to El Grande Americano. Next, for the WWE Women's title, Charlotte Flair against Tiffany Stratton. This one's gotten personal. Over the past few weeks, we have seen these two ladies just trading barbs on each other, and then it got personal when they had the awkward face-to-face just a couple weeks ago when it was brought up about Charlotte Flair's divorces and how Ludwig Kaiser's in Charlotte's DMs, and then they got into an altercation, and just, I know that these two are going to make it have a great match in the ring, but this is probably one of the more physical matches in the entirety of WrestleMania. There's some stuff going on, and if they're going to work it out, you might as well work it out in front of 60-some thousand people in Las Vegas and just leave it out there. Give them one heck of a match. Do it safely. Beat the crap out of each other, but do it safely. And just have a tremendous match that will culminate, hopefully, with Tiffany Stratton getting the win over Charlotte Flair. It'd be like a bit of a passing of the torch. Charlotte Flair, she has done it all. She has won the championship numerous times. Tiffany Stratton is still an up-and-comer. She's only been on the main roster for just a couple years, but already she has made an impact, and she should continue to do so by beating Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41 to retain that WWE Women's title. Now, the main event of night one. It's rare that we don't have a title defended in the main event of WrestleMania. It's become a little more frequent over the past few years, especially now with it being a 2-night event. But this main event is probably going to end up being one of the better triple threats we will have in WWE in quite some time, as Roman Reigns, the OTC, will be going against Seth Rollins, the visionary, the architect, going against the best in the world, CM Punk, in the first ever Paul Heyman on a forklift match. No, not the last one. We've already had Judy Bagwell on a forklift. We do not need a Paul Heyman on a forklift. So this is basically broken down into just these three men getting in each other's way. And now the favor has been revealed after what happened at Survivor Series when CM Punk joined the Bloodline to take over the new Bloodline. Now Punk has revealed that he wants Paul Heyman to walk down the aisle and be in his corner at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns is not liking this because Paul Heyman did not refute or rebuke or whatever, negate CM Punk's wish for this to happen, for his favor. Paul Heyman wants to do this. but he wants to stay loyal to Roman Reigns. But at the same time, you have Seth Rollins, who has promised that he can take out this problem once and for all. All he has to do, one curb stomp. Curb swamp? No, that was a swamp fight with Braun Strowman years ago. One curb stomp would take Paul Heyman out and leave him as a non-factor. Who knows what's going to happen? But I believe at the end of the night, of night one, you're going to see first-time main eventer CM Punk standing victorious. And if he's there with Paul Heyman at his side, amazing. If not, he did it on his own, and now he is going to be known as a winner that has won a main event at WrestleMania 41. And I think people are going to definitely need that good feeling, because I don't think they're going to get it on night two. Now, let's go on to night two. So far, we have listed, this could change a little bit because there's still one match that's iffy. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the World Women's Title. Now, this match is, the build for it has been a little bit, it's been a little bit weak, let's admit. Io Sky's gotten pushed around a lot. Rhea Ripley has pushed her way into the match that was originally supposed to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble, as did Jey Uso. She was supposed to get the one-on-one match. Rhea Ripley, distraught and upset with herself about losing the title to Io Sky, found her way to get into the match, and now these three women are going to tear it up. Hopefully it opens up night two. I would love to see them just set the pace for night two and look at everybody in the back and go, your turn. Try to top that. And then a lot of people may not be able to, because these three are going to just be insane. You have Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, who are stronger than I am, 100%. They're fantastic athletes. You have Io Sky, who lives up to being the genius of the sky. And they are just going to have a tremendous triple threat. We're going to have a great one to end night one and a fantastic one to begin night two. But in the end of it all, I can see Rhea Ripley retaining the the World Women's Title over Bianca Belair and Io Sky. I want Bianca to win, to win, because she's becoming Miss WrestleMania. She has a streak going. She should continue it, but I don't see that happening in this case. I do believe Rhea Ripley will be regaining the title that Io Sky took from her just a few short weeks ago, and she will leave out victorious at the opening of night two. Next up, Braun Breaker defending the IC title against Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, and Penta. I feel sorry for the last three guys, because they're going to get speared to death by Braun Breaker. We all know what happened to Carlito just last week on Raw. It was tragic, just like a human torpedo just got Carlito. That was a Dana spear. If you have not seen it, please go to YouTube. Watch that spear. Braun Breaker spearing Carlito outside the ring. He does like almost a flip and everything. And it was the Dana spirit you've ever seen. And Braun Breaker, he is just, he's like, he continued on his family lineage. He is insane. He is a freak specimen in the best of way, because he is athletic. He is quick as hell. That's probably the only cuss word I'll say the whole video, I promise. And he has the strength of Scott Steiner, the speed of Rick Steiner, and the agility of them both. He embodies definitely that family lineage, and he has been destroying people left and right on Raw. And as the IC champion, I don't see anybody dethrone him anytime soon. And I want to see him retain here. But in actuality, what's going to end up happening is some way, somehow, Dominic Mysterio will be declared the winner, and he will be your new IC champ. It's going to happen. I don't know how. He'll probably end up pinning Finn Balor. And if that's the case, Judgment Day is going to go through another metamorphosis after WrestleMania. But I'm predicting that Dominic Mysterio will be your new IC champ, and it'll be most likely at Finn's expense. Next up, Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. Please, Deputy, do me a favor. I love a street fight as much as the next guy. I have been in a few street fights. Love them. Don't put card tables and decks of cards and large poker chips or anything like that out at ringside for this match. Just let it be a street fight. Let them both bring out all the plunder and beat the holy crap out of each other. There's no reason to have the poker tables or anything like that set up. Don't have a dealer out there going, as soon as Damian Priest puts Drew McIntyre through the table, he goes, blackjack, 21. I don't want to see that. Let these two just have a fight and let these two just use all the plunder and beat the crap out of each other. Leave the giant poker chips to AEW. WWE WrestleMania 41. Let these two. This is a story that's been culminating for a year. Damian Priest took the title from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre now gets his revenge on Damian Priest. And I see that after all is said and done, all the plunder has been used. At the end of this match, Drew McIntyre will be the winner and standing tall in Sin City. Next up, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This is basically turned to a grudge match, and I'm here for it. Logan Paul, even though I am not a fan of his, he is a tremendous wrestler. He has taken the wrestling like a fish to water, and I really want him to succeed in WWE. If he ever becomes world champion, he is probably the most hated world champion WWE has had in quite some time, and it is going to be a glorious run to see what he does as a heel champion. But the big question will be, can he beat AJ Styles? AJ Styles, one of the best to ever do it, hands down. If you look at his resume from TNA and WWE, none can really stand up to it. He has done it all. But the thing is, I don't think he's going to beat Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul is going to have his number at WrestleMania. He's going to hit the pulverizer, which is the dangest DDT variant that I've seen in a long time. And I can see Logan Paul holding his hand up high, raised in victory, and some point soon he'll be getting another world title match, and this time he's probably going to end up winning. But as of WrestleMania, I can see the Logan Paul getting the W with the pulverizer on AJ Styles. Next up, recently announced, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan will be defending the women's tag titles against Lyra Valkyria, the Intercontinental Champion, and Bayley. Now, the latter two, Bayley and Valkyria, just recently won a gauntlet match on SmackDown, and now they are basically the Franken team this year of WWE because you have the animosity that Bayley can't beat Valkyria for the IC title, but now they have to work together against Liv and Raquel. And the big question is, can they really coexist? Now, I think that Bayley's jealousy is going to get the best of her, and she's going to turn on Lyra Valkyria, and you're going to see Liv and Raquel retain the tag titles and continue to keep those in the camp of the Judgment Day. Now, one match that is undetermined because of circumstances, Randy Orton does not have an opponent for WrestleMania. So I'm going to give you three options that I think is going to be. Number one, I would love to see Nick Aldis in the ring. Nick Aldis, if you have not seen any of his work, he was a tremendous NWA World Heavyweight Champion. His work in TNA was really good as Magnus. And even though he is great on the mic, I would like to see him get in the ring in WWE one time. Let me just see it. Because he's already been RKO'd twice by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton's like, look, I paid the fine ahead of time. I got you for the first one, and I paid extra so I could hit you a second time. Didn't know when and where it was going to happen, but I did it. So he had the down payment down for an RKO. But I could see Nick Aldis looking at him going, look, you might say you respect me, but I'm going to beat it into you. And at WrestleMania 41, I could see those two having a match. And if they do, Randy Orton's going to win because even though Nick Aldis is a tremendous wrestler, I think they're still going to give the win to Randy Orton. But then he's going to show, look, I got respect for Nick Aldis. And they're going to shake hands. Very rare thing for Randy Orton to do. Second person I could see it being is Aleister Black. Tommy End. He's going to end up coming back to WWE. I would love to see him and Orton lock up at WrestleMania. I think the fans would pop for it big time to see Black return in WWE and to have him against Randy Orton as his first match. They're going to tear it down. And in the end, one Black Mass later, I could see Black getting the win on Orton and being able to make a statement in his comeback to the WWE. Finally, the third one, it's a longer shot, but it might be Miro. It might be Rusev Day at WWE at WrestleMania 41. Rusev has been off the TVs for quite some time, unfortunately. I would love to see him just come in and they just have a full out Donnybrook, beat the holy crap out of each other. And in the end, Miro locking in, or Rusev locking in the camel clutch, the game over, whatever you want to call it. He locks it in. Orton passes out. Miro wins his returning bout. Uh, any of these three choices are fantastic choices, whatever WWE goes with. If it's a fourth one, I'll be completely surprised. But I think this is the three that they could really go for and set up two returns or make Nick Aldis look as good as we know he is. I would like to see one of these three matches happen, and it will be tremendous addition to WrestleMania 41. So it's like a choose your own adventure, and hopefully you get the ending that you want in this one. Finally, John Cena will be going up against Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed title. This one has been the weird for it's been a little bit weird because we have not seen The Rock in a while. The Rock has not really been mentioned during the build-up after the whole thing that happened in that Elimination Chamber where Cena become heel. And now we're going into the big match. The promos that they did overseas over in Europe and when they did their whole tour over there, when Cena and Rhodes were in the middle of the ring, they had magic. I thought they did tremendous in the promos. But now let's see if they can translate it into the match. Now, I don't think it's going to be a huge schmoz like we had last year, but I do believe that there's some chicanery that will unfold that will dethrone Rhodes and make John Cena the new WWE Undisputed Champion. And with that being said, he will hold that belt until probably the last day of his run. And then the last day of his run, he will be dethroned by a new up-and-coming star. Don't know who that's going to be yet, but that's my prediction that John Cena is going to win at 41, some sort of chicanery, and then he'll hold the belt until his very last day. And then a hero will come along and take the belt from him, and then we'll have a new era of WWE starting in 2026. Well, there you have it. That's my predictions for the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania 41 is going to be a work shift, 2 days. They've already said, like, if you go on to Peacock right now or the WWE Network or wherever you watch your PLEs, you're going to see the runtime start at 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Now, before you start having any type of heart attack going, oh my God, I need all the energy drinks in the world to get through these two matches or these two events, keep in mind that from 4 to 7 is going to be pre-show. There's no matches on the pre-show, but if you love to see people talking around table, you got it covered. From 7 to about 11 is what you're going to have for WrestleMania. So about 4 hours, 4.5 hour block there for each night. Then the rest of it's going to be after show with the press conferences and all that stuff. So don't look at it as a 9-hour block. Just look at it from 4 to 7. You can check in, see what's going on, see if anything's happened. Watch the event itself from 7 to 11, 11:30, and then catch what happens at the press conferences later on, because that's what I'm going to do. I already have to work on Saturday. I'm not going to put in a second work shift. I'm good. But either way, even though it might be a long run time, WrestleMania 41's got a lot to live up to, especially after how good last year's was. And hopefully they do a tremendous job. Thank you so much for watching this video and just being here and listening to me talk about wrestling for a little bit. And I've enjoyed, I miss doing this, and I've enjoyed getting back into the swing of things, and now get to see what all unfolds on this channel in the weeks and months to come. And hopefully all of you will enjoy the wrestling content, the gaming content, the convention coverage, and everything else we put up on here. Because the new chapter of House Hedge Gaming, and hopefully you all will join us for the ride. But thank you all so much for checking out this video. If you like it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let everyone know that House Hedge Gaming is not only here for your gaming needs, but for your wrestling needs as well. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care, my friends.